Sister Ella here, Salesian sister. What does Salesian mean? Well, Don Bosco, who founded the Salesian family, he could have called his followers Bosconians after his own name, but he chose to call his society after St. Francis of Sales. Now, you may never have heard of St. Francis of Sales, but the 24th of January is his feast day. Francis of Sales lived almost 500 years ago, but he is a great and wonderful saint of the Catholic Church. He was a nobleman, he was a brilliant lawyer, he was a very, very holy priest who became a bishop. And he was really, in his day, he was into the media. In fact, he became the patron of writers, of journalists, and he wrote little pamphlets at first, and even handwritten, so that he could distribute them to people, to instruct them, to help them to understand the real teaching of the Catholic Church. Because in his area, in a part of France, they had really been misled, and they had left the church. Anyway, his great apostolate, his great work was to bring ordinary people, to enlighten the ordinary man in the street on the truths of the faith, and to bring them to our blessed Lord. And he did this with a great charm, as well as his magnificent learning. Very, very, a brilliant man. Now, why did Don Bosco choose Francis of Sales as a patron and model for his work? Well, Francis was very patient, kind, gentle, loving. And Don Bosco knew that that was the way to win the rough and tumble lads that he was working with. He chose that way of kindness, of loving kindness, of patience, and Francis of Sales was the great model in that. Francis used to say, you catch more flies with a spoonful of honey than with a barrel full of vinegar. And Don Bosco latched on to that. Also, Don Bosco followed him in writing little books that people could put in their pocket, but little books full of the good teaching of the church, which would help ordinary people. I'll just finish with a quotation of Francis, which gives you some idea of the way he worked. Do not look forward to what might happen tomorrow. Notice, might happen tomorrow. Don't worry about it. The same everlasting Father who cares for you today will take care of you tomorrow and every day.